I think that the final shape is an amazing expansion. And there's one of my favorite things. Also happens to be something that makes some people mad. And that's Dual Destiny. I think it's a great mission. It's honestly kind of a masterpiece in terms of Destiny missions and activities, because it forces everyone to do the mechanic. But you need 2 players to do it, which has made a lot of people angry. A lot of people I would consider kind of my target audience. I don't like to say target audience, but my target demographic. I have for a while positioned myself, moved in a way where I choose to be a voice for more casual players and newer players and potential players. I want more people to play the game. I want more people to enjoy this game. Okay? And that's the target audience to boost that. I'm not a hardcore player. I sit more on the casual side. I have a life, and I get it. But Dual Destiny is something that Destiny needs. We need more unique missions. We need Bungie making risk, doing things that are super creative and unique within the fabric of Destiny 2. There's nothing like Dual Destiny in the entire 10 years of the IP. We need more like it. But how does Bungie circumvent the massive elephant in the room of how do you find one other person in the world of 8 billion people to play Destiny 2 with? Well, it's really cool that Bungie added a Fireteam Finder like a while ago, which is LFG, looking for group within the game. It's a great tool. I have not used it at all. It might be a terrible tool. And I know LFG experiences are pretty varied. I've had some terrible experiences with LFG. I've had some good ones. But you just don't know, honestly, which I get. Speaking of LFG, I do have a Discord server you can join if you want to. We haven't really done... It's smaller right now, but, if you'd like to join, it's in the pinned comment down below. Anyways, I'm done chilling unless you want to hear about membership. So, back to the actual video. And outside of the game, we have the Destiny 2 app. We have Reddit. There's other Discords. There's other websites. There's a lot of ways you can meet up with people to play Destiny 2. Well, not meet up like in person, but meet up in game. In this MMORPG, which I get, We're talking about the class items here. The exotic class items, which are very, very strong. But it's an MMORPG at the end of the day. Massively multiplayer online role-playing game. What role do you play? Well, you play a role on your team of multiple players online. So, without other people, it's kind of hard to meet up that role. And now, look, I've done solo dungeons, and I did the campaign for Final Shape twice solo. So am I a hypocrite? Raids should be 6-player. Trials, I know it would reduce the size of the pool, but back in D1 it was, full fire teams only allowed. Would that be such a bad thing? But you know what I mean? Grandmaster Nightfalls, you should probably load up with 3 people. You can solo, but load up with 3 people. So it's not like a new thing that some of, if not the best loot in the game, comes from activities that require more than one person, and I don't think the exotic class item should be different. But it is because it's an exotic armor piece and not an exotic weapon that is locked behind a multiplayer activity. But, massively multiplayer online role-playing looter shooter video game. It's meant to be played multiplayer. And I get, I do recognize that the people I make videos for, more specifically, is people who have jobs or go to school. They come home, they play maybe an hour or 2 a day. If that, they hop off and they continue on with life. So, yeah, I recognize not everyone has a lot of time. I'm not making videos for people that play 8 or 9 hours. I don't play 8 or 9 hours. So, I play here and there, and sometimes I put in big sessions, but I don't play super long durations every day. I don't do that. that's not who I'm making videos for. So I recognize of the people that I, more specifically make content for, that sometimes something like Dual Destiny could be harder to accomplish. But, you do have the LFG option, and I do recognize that social anxiety and things like that can push people away from activities that require multiple people. And I'm not going to be the guy to say that, oh, maybe you shouldn't be playing an MMO, but if it's any reassurance at all, I got a few things for you. First of all, Dual Destiny, as far as callouts go, you could sit there and be like, hey man, look, I'm not the most talkative person, I'm pretty shy, whatever. And then when you get the callouts, you're just naming off numbers, You get like 6 numbers, you're like, okay, I have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. And then the other person says their numbers and you see the matching 3. That's all you got to do. Okay? That's all you got to do. And I know for some people that's rough too, okay? I'm not trying to downplay anyone. But I'll tell you this story. So, long time ago, 8 years at this point probably. One of my best friends, at the time, I'd say we were friends. We just, we weren't like we had talked to each other, but we weren't like super close or anything. I mean, we were close, but not like, super. But like he looked over my shoulder one day and saw my phone. I had the Trials of Osiris Eye as my wallpaper. Huge fucking nerd, still am. Right now it's the fucking Gambit logo. But looked over my shoulder and saw the Trials symbol on my phone, and he's like, oh, you play Destiny? And I was like, yeah, man. Maybe we should play sometime. And then we did. Actually, we played Overwatch before we played Destiny together. That's not the point. But yeah, we've been like really close friends since 8 years now. So like, I'm not guaranteeing that will happen for you, but like, I have been really good friends with this person for like 8 years now. Okay? Through Destiny tangentially. And I feel bad that I introduced him to Magic the Gathering. I now share the burden of cardboard addiction with this person. But what I'm trying to say is, whether it's someone in your life like a coworker or a classmate, maybe you notice that they have some Destiny merch or something Destiny related, or you start representing Destiny a little bit in your life, I guess. Or you just find out that they have that common interest. Maybe you start a conversation like, hey, oh, you like that too? Just, meet people with common interests, and usually you might find a friend, like a lifelong friend. And I really just want to tell that story to be like, hey, I know, sometimes social interactions like that could be scary, but, sometimes it's worth it, super worth it even. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you're one of the people that was bummed out at Dual Destiny being a 2-player activity, don't look at it as Bungie trying to stop you from getting loot. Look at it as an opportunity to potentially meet a new friend, Branch out, meet new people, have fun with other people, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of all I want to talk about today. I'm fully okay with more content that requires more people. I think it's really cool. I think it opens up a lot of design lanes for Bungie, and I think in a multiplayer game it's perfectly fine. And I think, this IP has meant a lot to me over the past 10 years. And I think it bringing people together like it has in my personal life is pretty cool, you know? And hopefully maybe other people can find that too, like I did. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I do have a Discord if you want to look at that. I have channel memberships if you're interested in giving me money. And yeah, that'll be about it. Thank you, and see ya.